you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing another holiday inspired look. This look is going to be more for my girls who are willing to take a little bit of a risk and go for a nice bold lip. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I got this look, then just keep watching. For today's look, we're going to start with eyes. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with ColourPop No Filter Concealer. You can go ahead and go in with your favorite concealer or eyeshadow base. This is just a nice light formula that offers good coverage. It's easy to blend out and it's affordable, which is always a great option for anyone. So I'm just taking a nice buffer brush and just blending this out all over the lid, even dragging it down a little bit up fully to the eyebrow and into the nose area. I'm going to go in with a little bit of Ciate translucent setting powder and just kind of brush that across lightly, just to set that all down quickly. And then we're going to go ahead and jump into the eyeshadow itself. For today's look, I am doing an all matte look. You could easily add a shimmer at the end of this if you wanted to, but I am going to start with the Kat Von D Shade Light Eye Palette. I recommend this palette to everyone, whether you are a beginner or you are advanced. This is just a great staple palette to have because it has it's all matte, but it has a warm side and a cool side. So it's really good to pair with any kind of palette, especially if you have like an all shimmers palette or something that just doesn't have good transition shades or like deepening up shades that are matte. So I am going to go ahead and take this top shade in the corner and just put that on my brow bone and crease area. And we are going to blend that out like crazy. We're going to go on to the face because we are going to use a makeup wipe. That is the joy of starting with your eyes. You can be a little bit sloppy and clean it up later. Next, I'm going to go in with the middle top shade and do the same thing, just not bring it up quite as high. Next, I'm going to go ahead and go in with this shade right here at the end. And I'm going to take more of a precision brush, still a blending brush, just a little bit smaller, and focus that on the outer corner. Now that that is nice and placed on the outer corner, I'm going to drag it into the crease a little bit. And I apologize for the loud vehicle outside. The mailman is going down our street, turning around and coming back, so it's going to be loud for a minute. Especially now with Christmas deliveries, they are coming down here and spending a little more time delivering packages and larger mail. Okay, so that looks good so far. So now I'm going to switch to, I'm going to keep this brush out, but I'm going to switch to more of like a fluffy pencil brush. I'm going to mix this sort of chocolate shade with more of this dark taupey shade and strategically place that on the outer corner. Nice and heavy, I'm just kind of packing it on there. And then I'm going to take that fluffy brush that I used for the last shade and blend this out. And don't worry about all of this fallout. We are going to pick that up. Same thing over here. Okay, so this is what it looks like so far. So I want to deepen up those corners even more. And a way that you can do this is by taking a like gel type of formula, putting a little bit on the outer corner and then sealing it down with your powders. So this is the Trestique. This is just a little pencil, the mini shadow crayon in the shade Kona Coffee. So I am going to take this and just do a small little line on my outer lash line. Okay, so this is what that looks like. You can see I focused it on the outer half of my eye on my lash line, and then I did a little bit up just for to get more of that kind of cat eye. So basically you just want to blend over that to set it down just with those same shades of eyeshadow. And then next we're going to go back into the palette and we are going to pick up this light shade on the cool side, just with a flat concealer brush, and we're going to pop that on the inner corner. And we are just going to gently blend that in to the outer corner. This would be the time if you wanted to add a shimmer. You could definitely do it at this step or right after this step, and just put it wherever you would like. You can go in and cut the crease. It's really just whatever you prefer to do. You have that smoky base, so now is the time to go ahead and add a little bit of light back into it if you would like to. So I am just going to go ahead and take that shader brush and just kind of blend the dark with the light. And that's it. How easy was that? So next I'm going to just take a makeup wipe, start from the inner corner. And go out all the way past your brow bone. And this is really when you get to determine the shape of the eye look that you would want. I'm going for like a baby cat eye kind of today. We're gonna do a baby wing, but really the eyeshadow is kind of giving us that sultry cat eye look. If you wanted something more rounded, you could definitely go up more with your wipe. If you want it more straight out, you can go ahead and do that with the wipe, and just kind of play around with whatever shape that you want. If you're not quite sure, just go straight out, and then you can always take off more with your wipe if you would like. So I'm going to go in with my Kat Von D tattoo liner, and we're just going to go straight across the upper lash line. So that's what it looks like right now. Then I'm going to do just a teeny tiny little wing just to add a little bit of drama. We are going to wear lashes with this look, so I'm not going to do a full wing. Okay, just to show you guys how teeny tiny my little baby wing is. So that's it. Now for lashes today, I'm going to go ahead and go in with some Demi Wispies by Salon Perfect. And for applying those, I am going to use my House of Lashes eyelashes adhesive. And I have not worn these yet, so I am going to have to trim them. So I think if I just take the outer section off, I should be good. I'm going to go ahead and pop some lash glue on this. And while that dries, I will put on some mascara. The mascara I'm going to use today is the NARS Climax mascara. And that just gives you a nice thin layer on your lashes, which we are wearing falsies, so we don't need anything super overpowering for our mascara. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but my natural lashes have grown quite a bit. I've been using a lash serum and it's actually working. So that will definitely be in my Best of Beauty video, which will be coming up in just a couple of weeks for you guys. So if you get any gift cards for Christmas to like Sephora and Ulta and you're not quite sure what to get, hold out and that video will help you make some good choices. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop these bad boys on. All right, my lashes are on and this is what the eye looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to my face before I finish the eye. So I'm going to mix my NARS Radiance Primer with my Laura Mercier Hydrating Primer, my good old trusty combination, and apply that all over my face. And then I'm going to go ahead and go in with my Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer, just to blur out some imperfections and pores. And then for foundation, I'm going to go in with my Jouer Foundation Essential Cream Foundation and a Beauty Blender to apply this. Now I'm going to go in with my Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light, Fair Neutral, sorry. And I know my foundation shade is a little bit off. It's the right tone, it's the right color, it's just the wrong undertone. It's still slightly yellow. It sucks because my skin is very neutral. Like it has yellow and it has pink. So you'd think that neutral would work as the undertone, but neutral I find to be too yellow sometimes. So I really need to, I just got a pink undertone foundation. And I think if I mix the two together, it will be like the perfect balance. But yeah, we'll have to try that out, not when we're filming. But yes, I'm just blending out this Shape Tape. I haven't used this light of concealer in a little while, and it is light. Wow, I look stark white. So next I'm going to put a little bit of color back into my skin, and we are going to use the Hoola Quickie Contour Stick. Yes, we have a little bit of dimension. Awesome. So for today's skin, we're not doing anything crazy. We really want the eyes and lips to be the focus of the look. We just want the skin to be very healthy, flawless, and kind of dewy. You could definitely just keep this look nice and matte if you wanted to, but we really want it to just look beautiful. And my skin is dry, so normally I try not to do matte too often. So to help us achieve that, we are using the Hollywood Flawless Filter and putting that on the high points of our face. And this is just, I'll show you once it's blended out if you haven't seen me use this. This just gives your skin a nice, like, dewy skin finish. Definitely see it right there. And it's just beautiful. You can put it over top powder products, or you can do it over top your cream and liquid products. And it's like untouched. It's crazy. So next I'm going to set my under eyes with my Ciate translucent setting powder. I'm also going to put a little bit of that on my nose and my chin. And since this is a very white powder, we are not going to let that bake. We just kind of set that on and then brush it away and press any remaining in. And then we're going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. This is so nice. This is such a good product. I'm so glad that I bought this. It's so good. So we're just going to set the areas that we didn't set with the translucent setting powder. And I use the shade 1 when I am this light. If I'm tanned or sunless tanned, I will use 2. And then we are going to go back and add some color with Becca Sunlit Bronzer in Capri Coast. And we're basically putting this where we put the cream bronzer. We're just kind of setting on top of it. Kiss that forehead with some winter sun. And then I'm also going to chisel out my jaw with this. And bring it down the neck slightly. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and contour. I'm just using a matte bronzer. This one is from Estee Edit. Unfortunately, they no longer sell this one. They discontinued it very shortly after they released it. Like, maybe a year. I feel like it was even less than that though. So just any matte bronzer will do. I'm just trying to use this one up. Ooh, That was a hard nose contour right there. And then for blush today, I am going to go in with Kylie Cosmetics Pressed Blush Powder in Pink Power. This is just a true pink blush. Just baby pink. And we're just going to do the apples of our cheeks, just to give us a nice flush back into our skin. I am going to lightly take my powder brush under my eyes because that white, ooh, I don't know if I was ready for that light of a Shape Tape. I haven't used that since probably last winter, and wow, that's real bright. So like I said earlier, we are wanting kind of that healthy, glowy skin look for today's look. So I am going to go in with a little bit of the Laura Mercier setting powder in Glow. So this is the one that has a little bit of a shimmer to it. I know Cover FX has one, and it's the Jaclyn Hill one has one, and who else? Lancome has one. And we're just going to lightly dust that over our cheekbones and sort of apples of our cheeks to add a little bit of glow. And then I'm also going to take that onto my forehead above my brows. And I am going in very light-handed with this product just to give sort of that kiss of shimmer to basically all over my face. So I have a nice all over glow, but not like a greasy glow, just like a dewy skin glow. So I'm going to go in with Becca Champagne Pop as my highlight today. And I'm not going to go too crazy because I already used the Hollywood Flawless filter, and I just used that Laura Mercier powder. So this is really just lightly on the high points of my face. So I was thinking I was going to use a little bit of the Amrezy highlight, but I am going to finish the rest of my look and we can always pop that on at the end. So I'm going to set this all down with NYX Dewy Finish Setting Spray. And then I'm going to come in and do my brows. I am using NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Taupe. And brows. I didn't think you guys wanted to see all that. It takes me a while. But next we are going to set these brows down with some Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. Just comb them up and out and down on the tail. here comes Leo. He's late to the video. And then I always press them down just to seal them. Just to glue them down to my head. Okay, so next we're gonna go ahead and go in and finish the eyes. I'm gonna go back into the Kat Von D palette and take that taupey shade in the top center with a nice pencil brush and drag that across my lower lash line. All the way in. And then watch this. I'm going to also bring it up just to eliminate any harsh line that we may have caused by the makeup wipe. And then I'm going to go in with the last shade and pop that in the outer corner. Now, if you wanted this look to be a little more sultry, you could definitely go in with the black in the palette and put that in, especially on the outer corner. That's just gonna give you more of that cat eye. But I don't want it to be too dramatic. I just want kind of a sultry eye, but not too smoky. So next I'm going to go in with Flower Beauty Kohl eyeliner, and this is black. I'm gonna bring that almost all the way in on the bottom and then apply some MAC Giga Black mascara on my lower lashes. So that is what our eyes look like right now. I am going to go in and just pop a little bit of highlighter on the inner corner. And just a teeny bit under my brow bone, just right under the arch there. Okay, and now for the super intense part of this look, the lips. So I am going to go in with a Sephora product. And this is their Rouge Velvet, I lied, cream lip stain. And this is in the shade Dark Forest. That's a beautiful green. Of course, my camera overheated right when I was putting on my lipstick, but this is what it looks like. It is just a beautiful dark green with a blue undertone. It gives it kind of those emerald vibes. Oh, it's just so pretty. This is for my bold girls out there, because I know not many people will wear a deep shade like this, especially a green and not like a berry or anything, but you could really do any color of lipstick with this eye and face look, really anything. So I would dare you to go with like a pop of color, go with something bold that's gonna make you stand out. And to make this even more bold, we're just going to put a clear gloss over top. you could definitely add like a glitter or a glittery gloss on top of this just to make it more festive if that's what you wanted to do. This gloss I'm using is just a cheapo gloss from Essence. It's just a wet look lip gloss, just a clear gloss. All right, you guys, so this is the completed look, and honestly, I am so obsessed with it. Like, this is the perfect holiday party look. Like, if you had just like a black dress or a white dress or like a camel colored dress, like a single color outfit jumpsuit, oh my god, this would look so good, and it's gonna look good on anyone, like fairest of girls to deepest of girls. Like, the skin tone range that you can do this look on is for anybody. I know it's a super bold look. It's a risk to wear a color out of the normal color range, but seriously, like, this looks so good. I'm so obsessed. I wish I had somewhere to go. Only thing that awaits me is toilet bowls to be cleaned, but I wish I was going somewhere because this is so good. Let's just take a second. But that's all I had for this week's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope I inspired you guys to take a couple of risks and try some bold colors that you wouldn't normally go for, because they can turn out looking so good and you never would have known. I actually want to let you know that that shade I got at Sephora was on sale. I think I got it for $3, and they have a couple of other bold colors that are on sale. So I will go ahead and put that link down below if you guys are curious in trying some other colors. So thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one.